season brings something new and exciting in the beauty world. Now it's eye candy by way of makeup palettes. These convenient palettes and compacts holding multiple shades and even finishes to create endless makeup looks. Studio 5 style and fashion contributor Megan Moore is here to narrow down your search and share her 5 favorite palettes of the season. Megan, are we really seeing new colors and palettes every season by these designers?
Pretty much. I mean, every time a new season comes around, it's a new opportunity for them to put out new colors and things to get excited about. And because they're all packaged perfectly together, we buy them because they're just a little bit more fun to have in your collection, because it's just, it's the packaging is a big part of it for sure too.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you use all of these?
I do. I mean, I test and use way more makeup than any woman ever needs, but my research helps me kind of narrow it down to my favorite. So I brought 5 for you today that I think are definitely worth looking at.
Okay, and do you find that it's one palette fits all, or there's something or a few things we need to look for as we're trying to find the right palette for each of us?
I think there's definitely things that are going to attract people more than others. So pay attention to the colors, the things that really kind of speak to your soul. But I also always tell people to try new things, right? If you're always reaching for the same colors in your palette, your looks are going to kind of feel a little boring. So don't forget to go out of your comfort zone.
I'm kind of raising my hand on that one. I'm looking at the like green and teal here. I'm like, never tried that, but maybe I should.
Maybe you should. This is the newest palette by Naked, the Urban Decay Naked palettes. They're super well known. And this is their Wild West palette that just came out. Now, it does have that green in it. We're seeing that trend huge right now, kind of the greens and the blues. But also notice how many beautiful neutrals there are in there. So you could create endless looks, and then every now and then just pop in a little bit of green, but it's so beautiful. And if you want to close the front, the cover of that is such a cool.
Oh, look how fun that is.
Isn't that cool? It's kind of snake skin and fun. So that's definitely one to look for if you need something outside of neutral.
I like that. I'm putting that on my list. All right, what else we got? A few other favorites.
Yeah, this is the SVA Beauty, which is an independent line, so not as many people have heard of it. This is their new topper palette. Now, toppers are really cool. So it looks like 4 white colors, right?
Yeah.
But what happens is magic. So I've got a swatch on my arm. It's brown right here. You can see. Watch what happens when I take one of these toppers and put it over the top of the brown. It gives us this really amazing kind of holographic look. We've got a pink version, a blue version, and green, and it turns any color that you have in your palette into something holographic. So
we've got pink and yellow, blue, and green there from that brown, and that was just a color from another palette.
Exactly. So just whatever you have on your eyes, you can add a topper to it, and all of a sudden you have a whole nother color and that holographic look that's super in right now too.
That's really fun. Would you use that for every day, or is that like kind of a special evening look?
Probably a special occasion. I mean, I use it a lot, but I like to go out there all the time. So, but yeah, it's a really fun, just like extra to have in your portfolio, because then you can really create endless looks.
Yeah, when we want to get fancy, I like having moments like that. All right, what's next over here?
This is the Physicians Formula All-Star Palette. So I know a lot of women out there love the Physicians Formula butter bronzers. They smell amazing. They smell kind of like coconut.
Oh wait, can I smell that?
Totally smell it. It smells amazing. So this is something that
it's like I'm at the beach.
Right? Very coconutty. Ooh. It is all of their best-selling products. So you've got your bronzers, a highlighter, blushes. It's all their best-selling products, and they put them all together in a palette. So instead of having 6 different things, you've got one all together with literally everything that you need.
Oh, that's convenient.
Great, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I wanted to bring a lip palette, because a lot of people have like 7 lipsticks in their purses and you're digging through it. So a palette is a great way to kind of condense that down. This one is by e.l.f. They have a few different colorways, so there's options out there. This is the berry one, which happens to be my favorite, but it's a really beautiful satin finish lipstick, and it comes with a little brush there. So you've got all of your colors. You've got 6 colors all in one place, so it's really easy and convenient. That's why I just love it. Keep it with you on the go.
What about, I mean, because we kind of talked about maybe finding the right shades in the palette for our hair and our skin type, but what about age? Are there like certain, now that I'm getting older and I've got an almost teenager, should I be shying away from something more iridescent than this? I mean, should we be keeping that in mind?
It's definitely personal preference. I think glitter is something that over about age 40 probably goes away, but shimmer is never gonna go away because it brings light to the skin and reflection, and that's something we always want.
What would you consider this? Is that a shimmer or a
glitter? It's a metallic shimmer,
okay.
Yep. So it doesn't have like chunky glitter in it, and you can also use it different ways, right? If you're gonna put it on with your finger, it's gonna be really impactful. If you put it on with a brush, it's gonna be more subtle. So you can play around with it and find the kind of the amount of oomph that you're looking for.
That's a great tip. All right, what's our last one over here? This looks like there's a few of them. What's the difference?
Aren't they so cute? This is Laura Geller, and I love her because she always puts together collections for us. First of all, look at that packaging. How cute is that? These are the New York inspired palettes, so it's great for like a purse product. I would say this is something you would take with you on the go because it's got a collection of eyeshadows and cheek colors all in one place, but it's super compact, and so it travels really nice. So instead of a full-size palette, you may want to reach for something that can just go with you on the go.
Okay, and where do we find something like that? I've never heard of Laura Geller.
Yeah, you can just find her on like QVC or her own website, laurageller.com, and she has a great Instagram that inspires. I would say women over 50 is her like go-to group.
Okay, that's good to know. See, I like knowing the age thing. I'm kind of getting to that like crossover point almost. So I'm like, what is right for my age? Now, you're giving away some things, right?
Yeah, I actually have one of these I have an extra all-star palette for people that love the Physicians Formula. So come over to my Instagram, @BeautySnoop, and we'll have a giveaway there for one of those.
That is so fun. Megan, these are really exciting for spring. I love makeup. Who doesn't like to try something new? So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, and you know that we post that video clip and Megan's recommendation on our website, studio5.ksl.com. There's a wealth of beauty knowledge and recommendations there. It's a great resource. Check it out as soon as the show is over today.